What is up, everyone? And yes, I found a book I've been looking for the past decade about palming, and I'm gonna try something with you. This is one of the weird ones I learned yesterday. If I take the top card and oh damn it, I come around, if I take it here and I come down, come around, there we go, and swap it. That was fucking horrible, but I'm still working on it. I only learned it last night. Still working on that little documentary I've been talking about for the past like few weeks. Maybe it's been over a month by this point, and I'm almost done with it. I've been writing it. I'm just going and proofreading it. It's almost done. It's gonna be totally worth it, and it's gonna be relevant to everyone that watches my channel who is newly subscribed. But I want to talk about one of my idols. I usually don't like to sack ride any celebrity, especially in the past like year and a half. I really stopped liking a lot of celebrities and I've stopped supporting a lot of people. But the one person I've always consistently loved even before I did magic is Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is one of my favorite people of all time, favorite comedian, celebrity, entrepreneur, like all of it together. He just has a standard of ethics that it's Sigma male. That's the only way I could really describe it. And with Dave, I'm pretty sure you heard the entire controversy with him, the thing with Netflix. If you don't know, Dave had a new Netflix special. Actually, we had to go back to 2019 where he had a Netflix special, made gay jokes and transgender jokes or whatever. People got mad at him about that, and then he just had a new one come out this year. Actually, also gotta go back before that. In 2020, he had one about George Floyd. He did that, and everyone was sack riding him again. And then he came out again with this one, making gay jokes and trans jokes. And the really weird thing about this is that Dave was being extremely nice in this one. He was basically, the whole point of the whole special is that he was trying to meld the divide, or am I saying that correctly? He's trying to bring together the communities, like comedians, transgender, gay people. It's like basically we could all try to take a joke together, and the fucking weirdos, they do not want to take a joke at all. And with this whole thing, they wanted to stage a walkout. The employees at Netflix, they wanted to do a walkout because he was being transphobic, even though he literally had a whole story about hanging out with a friend and trying to bring up a friend who is transgender, and she got bullied for supporting him or defending him. You got to watch the special. I don't want to get too much into it, but something very, very tragic happens to this person, and he's trying to make people understand that it's we're just comedians, we're trying to do things together, but sometimes the things you do in your community really hurt people, and it does really fucked up things that you don't see. But one of Dave's problems is that people tried this for years. There are people who've been doing it way longer than Dave has. You could tell he's like a boomer he just started with the whole internet pronouns thing and everything. But there's this massive white pill that has come out of this video here, is Dave addressing a whole crowd, talking about the whole controversy. Also, going back to the Netflix walkout, there were supposed to be 1,000 people there, and I think it ended up being around 100, and I heard most of the people that were there didn't even work at Netflix. And these people are so mentally insane that they went. There was a guy counter protest. There's two guys, he had a YouTube channel, and he went there to meme on them, just saying that they like Dave, they like jokes, and they got physically attacked, and they destroyed one of their signs that says "I like Dave." They ripped it apart, and they gave him back the stick and said that he had a weapon. These people are I don't get it. None of it makes any sense. I think that video made Dave come out and do this one. Also, on top of that, there was a woman with a tambourine or something. I went to band class in high school. I have no idea what that thing was. They were banging some type of instrument, and one of them was screaming "repent" in this guy's face.
Look at this dude.
I'm just here to say that jokes are funny, people. Dave Chappelle is a funny guy. I love Dave. I don't know why all the violence.
These guys are in a fucking cult. No exaggeration. I think on the Lotus Eaters they call it like a secular cult, but they have their God Fauci. They have their prophets, AOC. It's not secular, man. It's not. So I wanted to sit down and just react to Dave talking about the whole controversy, because everything, not everything, I want to clarify or give my viewpoints of what I think he's got wrong or what he's misconstruing, because I really did like and understand what he was trying to say in the Netflix special, which is still really good. The closer is still really, really good. Not everything is like amazing, but it's like, it's still pretty good. Sticks and Stones is still, it's better. All right, so I would put on my Audio Technicas. Now let's go.
It's been said in the press that I was invited to speak to the transgender employees at Netflix, and I refuse. That is not true.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, they were saying that, like, oh yeah, we brought Dave. We asked him to come by, but he never showed up. Yeah, these people are constantly they would just make up shit constantly.
If they had invited me, I would have accepted it, although I am confused about what we are speaking about. I said what I said, and boy, I heard what you said. My God, how could I not? You said you want a safe working environment at Netflix. Well, it seems like I'm the only one that can't go to the office anymore.
Yes, these people, they constantly screech about diversity and inclusion, and if you have one person make fun of them, especially also a black person who also would say they would agree with you on certain things like George Floyd and everything, they would still literally just exclude you out of everything, literally.
I want everyone in this audience to know that even though the media frames this, that it's me versus that community, that is not what it is. Do not blame the LGBTQ community for any of this shit. This has nothing to do with them. It's about corporate interests and what I can say and what I cannot say.
The one thing I would like to, I don't want to say I want to fix, I would say, in my opinion, I don't like when people say X community. I hate when people say Asian community. I hate when people say black community, gay community. Literally just saying like black community or LGBTQ or whatever, the alphabet people community. It's literally saying all these people know each other. Maybe the gay community back in like the 90s when they had like gay bars and things like that where they could like mingle, maybe. But like, I just hate the word community. Is basically just and also Dave is completely right. It's not basically, it wasn't the black communities going out rioting all last year. It's not all gay, trans, or bisexual people going out and calling them out. It's the fucking mentally insane people that have their pronouns in their bio that are basically trying to destroy this guy's career. It's those people. They're very, very specific. And yes, it's about what you can say and you can't say. You can say all the stuff you want about George Floyd. You can make all the jokes you want about Derek Chauvin and all these other people. But if you make a joke about one person or one certain type of people, they would try to strip everything from you. Everything.
For the record, and I need you to know this, everyone I know from that community has been nothing but loving and supporting. So I don't know what all this nonsense is about. In summer 2020, when the whole world shut down, I was outside doing shows. My neighbor had a cornfield, and he let me throw shows there, and people came from all over the country. Some people came from around the world to see those shows. The best comedians on earth came to my home and broke bread with me, and we lived our lives. We found a way to keep moving forward. I made a whole documentary about it. The first night of those shows was a piece that some of you might have seen. It was called 846, and it dealt with the murder of George Floyd. This film that I made was invited to every film festival in the United States, and some of those invitations I accepted, And when this controversy came out about the closer, they began disinviting me from these film festivals. And now, today, not a film company, not a movie studio, not a film festival, nobody will touch this film. Thank God for Ted Sarandos at Netflix. He's the only one that didn't cancel me yet.
Yeah, so this will always happen. They would literally invite you. They would, if you just say the right things, if you just get on your knees and open your mouth, and they just piss in your face, and you just say, yes, that's definitely rain, my guy. That's definitely rain. They would just shower you with all these different accolades and all these different opportunities. But they would just completely renege on everything. If you definitely watch Gothic's Vanessa, definitely watch her videos when she was getting really popular on Twitch. And then she said something about the Little Mermaid because they were remaking it and making her black for no apparent reason, because they're fucking lazy. And the same exact thing happened to her. You start having people stop talking to you. They start taking back partnerships. They just start stripping everything from you. And this is literally what they do all the time.
To the transgender community, I am more than willing to give you an audience, but you will not summon me. I am not bending to anybody's demands.
Profound words. I will not bend the knee to you people. He literally, with open arms, made a whole special making fun of everybody, making fun of black people, trans people, gay people, white people, just making. That's what I love about Dave Chappelle. That's why he made such a massive cultural impact with this show and his stand-up. With the Chappelle show, the first episode that he had was him being a black white supremacist, calling people niggers left and right, and just saying stuff about Hispanic people. It was just like, it just catapulted him into like one of the best comedians of all time, because it was like absurd, insane, great premise. And these people think that they're exempt. They think they feel like they should be exempt from every ounce of criticism. Also, one of the people that like organized the Netflix walkout, I'm hearing that they also had like insanely like offensive tweets, and I don't know if they're probably like racist or something like that. But these people, you find it over and over again. They will accuse you of something. They'll try to ruin your life, but these people will do the same exact thing, but they feel like they should be absolved of it because they're some type of gay, quabbly gendered weirdo. It's just...
And if you want to meet with me, I'd be more than willing to, but I have some conditions. First of all, you cannot come if you have not watched my special from beginning to end.
That is one of my theories. These people going up and down, screaming, yelling how transphobic or racist or sexist that somebody is. I'm pretty sure 99% of the fucking time these people have never watched it or even watched a full clip of it. They've probably seen, giving them credit, they probably seen like a 30-second clip on Twitter out of context, and that is it. Or they didn't hear anything. They saw a headline, didn't even read what the joke was. It just says Dave Chappelle did transphobic tweaks. Oh my God. Dave Chappelle did transphobic jokes, and they're just tweeting it to no end. I'm pretty sure most of them don't even fucking know what the name of the special's called. I am telling you, dude, most of these people have no clue. I think the best person to watch to understand is Tim Pool, because they'll literally just go on Twitter and just say what his position is, and it'll be just something completely fucking made up, and none of it makes any sense. They'll just make up anything without doing no research. They don't care. They honestly do not care. They just want to seek and destroy. That is their entire outlooks. They have why do you think they always put their pronouns, their mental disorders, and all these different things in their bio? They never put like, oh, I like to jog, or I like to play piano. They have no fucking talents. So the only thing that they rely on is their sexuality and gender. That's the only thing they have in their life.
You must come to a place of my choosing and a time of my choosing. And thirdly, you must admit that Hannah Gadsby is not funny.
God, he's like, it's not even like he's making a joke. That he's like straight face, like, yeah, she's not funny. And the hilarious thing is, I saw this video earlier when I was at work, and I've heard the name Hannah Gadsby like over the years, and I thought it was that ginger chick that had that Netflix show or whatever, or was on SNL. I don't even know what her name is, but I thought that was Hannah Gadsby, and I looked it up, and no, it was a totally different person, Australian chick. And I watched like a little bit of her stand-up. I have no idea where the fucking jokes are. I watched it, and then I watched like I also heard of Matt Walsh, and I saw he has like a Try to Laugh series on his YouTube channel. He couldn't find the jokes either, so it was just me. And I even when I watched like Try to Laugh, or like, oh, this thing is terrible, I try to be open. I don't try to be like, you Cedric, you're just going to clench yourself up. You're not going to laugh at this. No, I actually try to open my mind up to it and try to see if there's something funny. I have no idea what that woman is talking about the entire time. She's just rambling on, and she said something really weird, which is supposed to be the joke. Like, oh, there's dogs walking around with shoes. It's like, okay, I guess the joke is coming. That's a little weird. And then she talks about gender, or being a lesbian, autistic lesbian. So it's not fucking funny.
I desperately want people to see this movie, but I understand why investors would be nervous. Since nobody will touch it, I'll tell you what I'll do. I will make it available for all of you in 10 American cities, going on sale in the next few days. You will be able to see this movie in its entirety, and you can see what they're trying to obstruct you from seeing. And you can judge for yourself, but you cannot have this conversation and exclude my voice from it. That is only fair. You have to answer the question, am I canceled or not? Then let's go. Thank you very much, and good night.
Yes. That's the only thing I could say is yes. You have that. This is the thing, is that what I think is that Dave Chappelle, he's an older guy. He's been doing this for like what, over like 20, almost as long as I've been alive, like 25, almost 30 years maybe. And he gets a roaring applause. Sorry, let me hit like on this. He gets a roaring applause like every single time he sees hundreds of people, thousands of people in a stadium, and he gets to just sit down and just tell jokes. Nowadays, we see all this vitriol and all this attacking on the internet, on Twitter, all these articles and stuff like that, and it gets the people. They immediately back out. They go, oh, I didn't mean that. I didn't want to do that. I didn't mean that. But he knows that Twitter is just fucking made up. It's not real. It's not a real place. He goes to a place, he sees all these adoring fans, all these people laughing, all these people having a good time. You go home, you see all these fake ass people making 3, 4, 5 accounts, making it look like it's a whole mob of people. He understands that those people could just shut the fuck up. Just ignore these people. Tell these people straight to their face to go fuck themselves. With me, so I'm a magician. I just go and perform. I also used to like going to conventions. Now people that I met at conventions were really good friends with, they pretend that I do not exist. And I know I was like a dickhead, and I made a video saying, oh hey, I'll meet you at Magi Fest of this year. And the group of friends that I met at 1 year, 2019, just I don't know where they are. They don't talk to me. I saw that they all unfollowed me on social media. So just to not make things uncomfortable, I was just like, I just not even gonna bother with it. A lot of the people there, and also a lot of them are insane leftists, so I'd rather just chill at home. It's not even worth it. If any of these people just got into my face, just got upset because something I said, usually I never say anything that's wrong. It's usually just my opinion, and you're welcome to disagree with me. But these people, they're so insane. You just gotta tell them to shut the fuck up. Do not cave. Do not apologize. Stand your ground and tell these people to fuck off. That is what Dave is doing, and that's what more celebrities need to do. More people altogether need to do that. Don't say that you're gonna lose money. Don't say you're gonna lose your job. It just doesn't matter. Stand your ground and tell these people to fuck off. God, because they have. That's when you give them the power. Immediately when you get on the fence, you apologize or you retract what you said. Do not do any of those things, especially if in your heart of hearts you know it's right. Do not back off. And that's why my lights are blue in the background, because it's kind of like a white pill. I didn't want to be all seedy and red and dark in here. Actually, I should have had it red. I heard that Dave actually has like a, before his shows, he actually has a red room. Oh, that's for Dave. There you go, Dave. But yeah, guys, almost done with that documentary. I've been working on it for the longest goddamn time. But yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, I see you guys next time. Peace.